Hey, Stan Arthur here for the I Love St. Pete Facebook group. If you're a business owner looking to connect with tens of thousands of potential new local customers, you owe it to yourself to get enrolled in our Key Tag Rewards program. Since 2019, we've signed up more than 200 local merchants. Sponsor opportunities are available too, such as our group banner ad and even your own custom key tags. Just go to stpetekeytag.com, get enrolled, and get ready to get busy. stpetekeytag.com.
Now, get ready, guys. Here we go. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the Deck Bar and Grill. Come on, guys. Let me hear that noise. Tampa! Hey! Tampa! Hey! As your Tampa Bay Lightning take a 1-0 lead, end of the first period. I'm your host, Peter Blake, along with Kyle Nickel here of the Deck Bar and Grill. We'll take your phone calls, also get some fans up here on the Evolution of Sports Talk Television. And look, Kyle, we talked about it. It's all about getting off to a fast start. They did the last game, and they did it again. It's Stammer time, Steven Stamkos. And who is that guy that feeds them? Andre Palat. You got to love it.
Oh, yeah. You got to love the early action. You got to love being aggressive early on offense and being disruptive as possible on defense. That's what it's all about. We got to disrupt Colorado, and we got to be fast on the attack and staying aggressive.
Absolutely. Staying aggressive at the end of the day. That's what this Tampa Bay Lightning does. Yes, let's go Tampa Bay Lightning, as everybody is pretty fired up in the background. Want to get some fans' opinions on here from the crowd. I love it here at the Deck Bar and Grill. Just had the boneless wings, which are real tasty honey barbecue with some blue cheese and celery, if you will. Absolutely go Lightning. Vasilevsky, what have you seen out of him? I mean, not a lot of great scoring opportunities. One that hits the crossbar there, but besides that from Lekaden, really hasn't been much, and it kind of goes back to what John Cooper has preached with this team. It's all about a defensive mentality when it comes to Eric Chernak and, of course, Jan Ruda, who are blocking shots, went out of the game, went to the locker room, now are back, but that's what it takes, especially Chernak, who has really had a rough series here, but blocking shots, I mean, that's what it's all about with the Lightning team.
That's right. You got to make sure you make the best of the defense. We got to be really disruptive to Colorado. We know how fast we are. We've seen them up and down the ice all series long.
Yes.
So as long as we can be disruptive and we can block as many shots and take any opportunity we can get, and we got to do better on these power plays.
Absolutely.
Two for, what is it now, 18?
Yes.
2 for 18?
Well, you only get one shot. I mean, and that's the thing. But, started out early there. Cal McCarr picking up an early penalty. Lightning are not able to take advantage of it. Give credit to where credit is due. The Avs doing a great job getting into those shooting lanes and disrupting them. And look, they're fast on offense, but also fast on defense. So nothing is going to be given to them. But somebody mentioned it in the pregame show, possibly a shutout. And once again, Vasilevsky is up for the task. And it comes back to the more this series goes, the longer this series goes, the more it favors the Tampa Bay Lightning, especially with Vasilevsky in game-clinching games. Once again, coming into it 3-0, being eliminated, of course, left for dead. Looking good right now at the end of the first period for your first period intermission. Live here on the Evolution of Sports Talk Television. Can I get a Tampa?
Hey!
Tampa!
Hey!
Let's do this. Let's go Lightning! Let's go Lightning! Let's go Lightning! All right, there you go. Let's go ahead and go out to these comments here. Read them live at the Deck Bar and Grill in East Lodeso. I'm your host, Peter Blake, along with Kyle Nickel here of the Deck Bar and Grill. 1-0. Let's go, bitches. Okay, well, I'll go ahead and give them that. All right, tell you what, let's go on to the phone lines. Welcome to the Evolution. You're on with yours truly, along with Kyle. What do you have to say? Lighting up 1-0.
Yeah, it's your buddy Nate Slender, Peter Blake.
What's going on, Nate? How you doing tonight? How you feeling, my friend?
I'm pumped up, man. Hey, listen, if we stay out of the penalty box, we'll go back to Game 7. That's the key. Stay out of the penalty box.
Well, and that's always been the key here, Kyle and Nate. I mean, they stay out of that penalty box. And, of course, look, the Avs are very fast. They're very skilled. We talked about it ad nauseum. But if you could stay out of it, I feel like the Lightning are a better even match team when it's 5-on-5, right?
Absolutely.
Totally agree, and Vasilevsky looks like he's on tonight.
Looks like he is on tonight. Go ahead, Kyle.
Yeah, these are definitely the two fastest teams left standing, and Vasilevsky is definitely the best goalie left standing. So as long as we stay out of the penalties and stay out of uneven matchups, we should win this game.
Well said, Kyle. All right, Peter, good talking to you. Go Bolts.
Absolutely. Go Bolts. Let me fire that. All right, good stuff. They can hear it here. I love that goal horn. And they just posted a stat there, 10 straight home game wins when Stamkos scores. And I said this in my Peter's perspective here live on Amped Up Sports that he is truly, in my opinion, the greatest Tampa Bay Lightning player of all time. And at the end of the day, Kyle, you got to have your superstars step up. And sure enough, it's the usual suspects, Palat, Kucherov, and once again, it's Stammer time, Stamkos.
Absolutely.
All right, so let's go out to the comments here. Good start, says Christopher Cole. Tim says, getting an early lead is huge. Tampa Bay's defense really steps up their game with blocking shots once they play with the lead. Absolutely. Alex says, Bolts looking way faster. Now, you kind of mentioned this off air, and I think this is a great point, Nate. The commentators kind of talked about it. Everybody's talked about their speed, but it's like a fighter, right? The longer rounds they go, the more they get worn out. What if I told you this was the Lightning's plan all along? They were just trying to wear out the Avs at this point because it seems like they're not on that second gear like the Lightning are tonight and like the last couple games.
I think that's absolutely a good point. And then on top of that, the Avs were more rested than Tampa coming into it. So I think to them it was important to go fast and early, see if they could get up the early sweep. I think they were really looking to go and sweep the cup right away. But when we slowed them down and now the series has gone longer, they're finally starting to wear out. And that speedy attack is really starting to slow down. And hopefully the Lightning will take advantage of that and go force a Game 7 and hopefully win it all.
Yeah, force a Game 7, and that's what you want to do tonight. Do or die. And again, coming into it 3-0 in elimination games. Some of you Lightning fans, you're going to be sorry that you said this team was dead. And you know who I'm talking to. He's not a Lightning fan. It seems like he's rooting for the Avs because they're faster and better. That would be Mr. Tim Hill there, a New York Ranger fan. Of course, he didn't learn from the fact that the Lightning were down 2-0 and they came back to win 4 straight. Definitely a major challenge here, because what if I told you that if the Lightning are able to accomplish this, win tonight and win Game 7, that they would be the first team since the 1942 Toronto Maple Leafs to do this? Now you wouldn't be able to take it away from them, right? Right?
Absolutely. And on top of that, I think it's important to know that the Lightning have had one of the hardest roads you can take to the Stanley Cup.
Yes.
They played the top 3 seeds in their division, and now they're playing the Avalanche. You can say that they played the fastest teams in the East along with the fastest team in the West. And they've, so far, done everything they can to win them all.
You might got a future in this business of co-hosting because you actually stole my thunder, if you will. 4 teams, 50 wins, first time in NHL history by the Tampa Bay Lightning. So we'll take your phone calls, as always, 727-255-0391. It's 727-255-0391. We're live on Amped Up Sports. Of course, I Love St. Pete on my page. Go friend me there at Peter H. Blake. And, of course, on YouTube at The Sports Web. Like and follow. Try to get some fans up here. Any fans? You got some liquid courage, if you will, to get on the Evolution and talk about your favorite Tampa Bay Lightning team. Or, heck, just talk about your experience here at the Deck Bar and Grill. Come on up here. Get on camera. Join the evolution of sports talk television. What is it? Is it a TV show? Is it a radio show? It's both. I love it. All right, let's go out to these comments here. Tim says, no point makes it hard for our power play to be successful. I mean, definitely a major loss. We've talked about it, but this Lightning team has been able to cobble together. And once again, it comes down to your superstars. It comes down to Palat. It comes down to Kucherov and, of course, Stamkos with the honors there. But somebody else has to step up. Who do you think steps up in these next two periods for this Tampa Bay Lightning team? Is it Alex Killorn, who hasn't scored yet? Is it Anthony Cirelli? Who is it, in your opinion, Kyle, that'll step up for this team?
I guess we have to watch and find out, but Cirelli...
That's not a good answer. What are you, a politician at this point? Give me an answer here, my friend. Give me an answer.
I'd probably say it's Killorn's turn.
Okay.
He hasn't had any scores yet, as you said. So, I mean, is there never more important time to step up than when everything's on the line?
Absolutely.
There's
the
no
best
more
time.
important,
Best time to stand up. Guys, you awake out there? Tampa!
Hey!
Tampa!
Hey!
All right, love it. Good stuff here at the Deck Bar and Grill in Isla de Sol. I'm your host, Peter Blake, along with Kyle Nickel here. Open phone lines if you want to talk about your Tampa Bay Lightning. I tell you what, let's go out to our Tampa Bay Lightning insider, in my opinion, around the NFL insider, Mr. Travis Faley of Rocket Sports and Entertainment. Boss, what's going on? Your thoughts on this first period as the Lightning lead 1-0, Stammer time, right?
Wow, what a wide open first period here, guys. I think the Lightning really need to slow this game down a little bit. Can't compete at this pace. I'm noticing they're trying to do some stretch passes, which are leading to turnovers.
Sure.
But I do like the fact that they're able to dump it out of the zone, get some air, get some lift to it, and then that'll hopefully negate some of these icing calls and icing plays that they've done a lot of in this first period. So I like the game, guys, but I'm just hoping that they can slow this down just a little bit. And, that matchup with Stamkos and McKinnon, you're giving the NHL all they can ask for. And you're talking two of the great players of our generation and the upcoming generation of McKinnon. He is just a fantastic hockey player.
He is a fantastic.
What can you say about Vazzy at this point?
Well, I'll tell you what,
saves.
Let's go back to McKinnon here. Are you a little bit disappointed? Because, look, he's had points in this series, but, we expect more goals. Is that a case of, first time being able to play in a Stanley Cup final, or is that the Tampa Bay Lightning and their defensive style and how they've kind of shut him down? Only one goal in this series, and to me, he really hasn't made a huge impact, right?
Well, he's making the impact once again with his speed, and that line is doing fairly well. But, you have Cirelli and you have Killorn, and we're looking for some offensive support from that line. But, you got to take on the best lines series in and series out, and that line has done the job and done it extraordinarily well. But I am thinking, Pete, that we might get a goal tonight from Brendan Hagel, number 38, the guy that we got from the Blackhawks at the trade deadline, and who will probably be taking over Palat's job next year on that one line or that two line.
Let's talk about Palat. I keep on saying his name, not only in the postseason when he's scoring big-time game-clinching goals, but also the pass to Stamkos. I mean, again, it's about your superstars stepping up, and once again, it's Palat, it's Kucherov, and it's Stammer. Talk about Palat a little bit and how much of a loss it would be if the Lightning lose him. Again, for me, I get it. You want money. Maybe the grass is greener on the other side, and he absolutely deserves it. But if I'm Andre Palat and I'm playing with guys like Point, Kucherov, and Stammer, and you got a great system, and also Hedman, and let me not forget him and Ryan McDonough, you're playing with those players. Why go anywhere else but Tampa? Maybe you take a little bit less. Maybe you give the Lightning a hometown discount. What do you think?
Well, I'd love to see the hometown discount for him or for Nick Paul, but we're going to lose probably both of them, Pete. They're gonna back up the Brinks truck to Andre Palat. You could possibly see him on the Rangers next year, really solidifying some of their offensive needs. And we'll see how it all plays out. But to me, and to Steph Curry and guys on the couch, it's all about championships. But you got to strike it when you can strike it, especially when you are in the middle of your career. And you got to set up your family not only for generations with the money that you can make in this league and, playing a sport, because obviously we all know that at any given time that your career could be over with, especially in the game of hockey.
Talk about this style, blocking shots. I mean, this is their style. John Cooper has talked about it with, defensively. Jan Ruda goes in the locker room, comes back. You got Eric Chernak, who's been banged up in this series. He goes to the locker room, comes back. I mean, really, this is a team effort. This is what they have to be, because if you get into a shootout with the Avs, you're basically most likely, even though you have Vasilevsky, they're too skilled and too fast, so you have to play this defensive style, right?
Absolutely. And as the period ended, all the players were back in the locker room, and Cernak was still down in the walkway bending over. So who knows the extent of his injury at this point, but we need him for the next few periods because, there's a lot of guys that give up their body on this team. Ryan McDonough, who's had a sort of a quiet series, but you sort of want your defenseman to have a quiet series. But, with Cernak, I don't think I've seen a guy give up the body on this club over the last few years like Eric Cernak has. So
it's amazing.
Definitely need him. And excuse me, I thought Ruta came back and played fairly well too. So two more periods, Pete. Let's slow the pace down a little bit, and I like the Lightning's chances tonight, especially where the Big Cat is playing.
Who's going to step up? I asked Kyle about this, in your opinion. You said Alex Killorn. Can we see Killorn? Can we see Tony Cirelli? Who do we see here stepping up? Or once again, is it the usual suspects in the superstars in Palat, Kucherov, or Stamkos, or even Hedman?
I'm going to give you the answer. The easiest answer I can say, Pete.
Yeah.
I don't care. Somebody steps up. I don't care.
Say it. More of
hashtag,
you, less of me.
I don't care who steps up.
I don't care. Great response as always. Let me give you the horn. All right. Appreciate you, Travis Feely of Rocket Sports and Entertainment. Keep on watching. All right, my friend?
Absolutely. You guys are doing a great job.
Thank you. Appreciate you. There you go. Open phone line if you want to talk about your Tampa Bay Lightning leading after the first intermission, 1-0 over the Colorado Avalanche. Huge game here at Amalie Arena. What do you see? What's your biggest key to this second period for the Lightning to continue here to play their defensive hockey and lead this game?
Continuing to be disruptive is definitely, and to slow down Colorado as much as possible. And when we get these power plays, if we get more of them, we got to do the best we can to make the best of those opportunities. Stay aggressive when we have the puck, and then just keep being disruptive as much as possible to slow Colorado down and control the ice, control the clock.
What's going on tonight? What's the best thing to have here at the Deck Bar and Grill if you're coming out here?
Ooh, everything, man.
Everything, right? Everything.
No bad
I got
items
my
on the
root
menu.
beer right now. I'm going to go ahead and take a sip.
There you go. You got your root beer. We got a little special drink for the game tonight. It's
Yes.
a little mixed drink there with a little blue curacao and a little.
All right, I tell you what. Let's go on to the comments here, and then we'll get out of here because it's about to start. It looks like. No point makes it hard. We read that. Jason says it was me, Peter H. Blake. I still think it happens. Absolutely, certainly a possibility. Scoring chances, Avalanche have 3. Just reading it, 18 to 17 hits. Christopher Cole, early power plays are tough to get organized. Ralph, thank you very much. Jason, we got game 6. They figured it out. Vita Vea, Hulk Hogan in the house. Amalie Arena, that's always a good thing, right? Game 7 will be a hell of a test, though. Absolutely. But the pressure is going to be on the Avs. You're up 3-1. You're certain to close it out. If you win tonight, which it looks like the Lightning could do that, you keep that Stanley Cup in the case. It's about to start here. We'll get out of here in a moment. Strategy defense happening now. The experience matters. Jason, again, Dynasty, baby. Laugh out loud. Jason, again, it's about to start. We'll get out of here from the Deck Bar and Grill. It's the Sports Web. I'm your host, Peter Blake. We'll see you on the second period of intermission here, live on the Evolution of Sports Talk Television.